Hello class 9 students. This is Harpreet Kaur, your English teacher. Today I have come up with another chapter from the book Beehive. So the chapter name is, it's a poem today. The name of the poem is The Road Not Taken. Are you ready to learn Road Not Taken? Let's dive straight into the poem. The poem that we are going to take today, The Road Not Taken, is a well-known poem about making choices and the choices that shape us. It is written by Robert Frost, who is an American poet who writes simply but insightfully about common, ordinary experiences. Now, in this poem, he has also taken a common, ordinary experience that we come across, all of us, every human being at one time or the other time has to undergo this common experience. So let's see what's there in the poem. Beginning straight with the first stanza of the poem, I'll read the stanza first and after that we will proceed to the explanation of the stanza. Two roads diverged in yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both, and be one traveller. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. So here the first line says that poet has reached at a point in the woods. What do you mean by woods? Woods means forest. Okay, so poet has reached, while traveling, he reached at a point in the woods, in the forest, where the roads diverged. Diverged means it split into two. It's like a fork. It had two directions and now he was to decide on which direction is to take. Now let's do first the expression yellow wood. Now what does this yellow wood tell us? This yellow wood tells us woods are generally green as it is filled with green trees, so we can say the green woods. But here the poet has taken the expression yellow wood, so that signifies the color of the leaves of the trees had turned to yellow. And can you tell me when do this color turns into yellow? Yes, you are quite right. So it is the autumn season. So the poet has reached on an autumnal morning, the poet has reached at a point in the forest where the roads diverged into two. And the poet says, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveller long I stood. And poet says it is not possible for me to take both the roads, as I am one single traveller and I can take one road at a time. So in order to take the decision, I kept on standing there for a longer time. I looked down once. So he said that he looked down at one road as far as he could, to the extent where his eyes could see the things, and when he could see that the woods it has been there is undergrowth on the road. And you know, when we see from the things are taller, the things are larger which are near to us, as far as they keep away from us, the distance increases, the size of the things keeps on reducing. So it seemed to be undergrowth. Undergrowth is the bushes, the size of the bushes, etc. So the poet said that I saw at the road and tried to examine it till the point where he could see. Now let's move to the next stanza. So we are on the second stanza. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. So the poet says that that he examined both the roads, and but he decided to take the other road. And he is telling us the decision also. He said that it seemed to be as it seemed to be as fair. He said it seemed that the other road was also as good as the first one. And then he says that perhaps, maybe, he said that there was possibility that it was better than the first one that he had seen, because that road was grassy. Grassy means it was still green, as in the words, the roads are not cemented, forest roads are covered with grass, so it is green in color. And that at that time nobody had taken that road, and it was and it wanted wear, and that road wanted somebody to travel on it. But later on he changes his thinking, he changes his mind on the use on the he changes his mind and says that though as for that the passing there, he said passing of people on this road also and on the other road also will be making them equal. So both of them will be really same if people would travel on the roads. We move to the third stanza of the poem. And both that morning equally lay in leaves, no steps as trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. So the poet here says that morning both the roads were equal, and no leaves, no step has trodden, nobody has walked on the road, but still he kept that road for another day, and yet knowing that he might not be able to come back again to travel that road, because one road leads to another, one road leads to another road, and this way he would not be able to come back to travel the other road at any cost or at any time in the future. Let's see what the poet has to tell us in the last stanza. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged inwards, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. And the poet says that after traveling on this road after a long time in future, he would be telling someone with a sigh, with a little sadness, he would be telling them in future that he had reached at a point in the woods where he had to take a choice between the two, and he took the one that was less travelled by, that was not common, that was not taken by many of the people. He took a different path than the ordinary people, and that has made all the difference. And the difference in his life is just because of his decision of taking the road that was not commonly taken by many people. This is what the poet wants to say. Now let's dive deeper into the meaning, that let's just connect this with the ordinary things that common man comes across. Here the poet compares, the roads are compared with the choices. So every time people come across with some choices, they have to take one choice or the other choice. After examining both the choices, they take one choice, and in future they tell someone about the choice they had made once, and their life changes because of that choice only. This is what it is heard that many people discuss with each other. So that was all in this poem, The Road Not Taken, by the poet Robert Frost, who is a romantic poet and who takes on the ordinary common topics and beautifully mingles it into his poetry of rhythm and rhyme. And so that's all for the poetry lesson today, and I hope that you have understood each and everything in this poem. And do write in the comment box that What aspect in the poem you liked the most? I'll be waiting for your comment. Do write in the comment box. See you in the next lesson with poetic devices and summary of this poem. Bye for now, students.